authors who are ready to publish their books.
Oh yeah.
Each week, we interview authors, learning about their publishing journey and giving you tips to get your books published the right way. Now, here's your host, Chantea Williams.
All right. Hello, you guys. Welcome to another episode of Get Your Right On podcast. My name is Chantea Williams, the owner of Relentless Publishing House and your host. I am so excited for our guest on tonight. Before I get too ahead of myself, tonight's episode is sponsored by Greater Working Women Ministries, where they encourage, empower, and equip women to be greater. And so they also have their annual women's conference in October called Grace For It, which is Saturday, October the 30th in Columbia, South Carolina. So ladies, if you're looking for something to do, make sure that you check them out. Go to greaterwomen.com. So on tonight, you guys, I have a treat for you. I have a mother-daughter duo. Yes, it has been an absolute pleasure to work with these two amazing authors, and they have just been doing great things. So mom Cherie and daughter Nia, let me tell you something. These two are this is what you need to be striving for right here. Parents, you need to be encouraging your kids to write, allow their creativity to come forth without hindering them, and just let them be them. So I absolutely love the way that they operate. So you guys, none other than Cherie and Nia, welcome to the Get Your Right On podcast, ladies.
Hey, thank you for inviting us.
Yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm so excited. So won't you guys introduce yourselves?
Well, let me start off first. My name is Nia Barnes. I'm 10 years old. I'm about to go to 5th grade.
Awesome.
All right, 5th grader.
So my first book was called Here, There, Everywhere, The Story of Missing Things. Thank you. So here's my book cover. Right here. You see? All right. The back cover where it says Nia loves to dance, attend church, and loves to show affection. She has been affectionately called the Welcome Wagon. She is the most happy around family and friends. She also loves going to do things that are fun, and she can strike a pose. She wants to be an author and artist when she grows up. Nia hopes her book will help kids everywhere find their missing things. Because the reason why I wrote this book is because I lost a lot of things when I was just back in my old school. And I want to inspire myself to let all those feelings into one book.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Nia, for sharing. All right, Mom, you just have a plethora of things that you do. Don't leave nothing out.
Okay, I am the author of several books, but my babies have been published with Relentless Publishing House, and so they are my very first book, My Baby, 12 Lessons of Healing Through Grief, and that is my first baby. I wrote this book after losing my beloved Mark 8 months after I lost him, and so I had to get the things out of my head into paper, and so I wrote that book. And so the next book I wrote was Conversation with God the Devotional, which was my time that I spent with God trying to figure out how to deal with other losses. And so, when you lose someone, it's not just a physical loss, there is other losses. And so, you can lose a job, you can have loss of ideas because you're thinking about what to do next. And so you can lose another loved one, a significant loved one. And so I wanted to put that all in the book. But what I am most proud of is my anthology, Triumph Over Grief. Y'all, when I tell you, I wanted to share with others stories of other women who have lost others. And so this book, it was a journey putting together. And I'm telling you guys, I cried every time I read those stories because I was able to assemble 3 other amazing women who have not only lost someone close to them, they lost mothers and grandmothers and parents, and they suffered so many other type of losses. And so I wanted to put those stories together, wanted to package those stories together to let other folks know that you can triumph over grief. And so I'm most proud of that book. And so it just makes me smile when I think about the young ladies that have triumphed over those grief, because they are thriving, they are surviving, and they are still living their lives, and not only remembering their losses, but they are moving forward and they are doing it. So I am so excited about those books.
So you don't only write about grief, but you also help people to walk through that process of grief.
Yep. I am a clinician by trade. I see people in individual therapy as they are dealing with their grief. Like I said, I hold their hand. I go with them. I work with them as they are trying to process the next steps, what they need to do as they are dealing with their grief. And so from that as well, I have a membership program. I have a class that sometimes people don't want to go to individual therapy, but they need support. And so that's why I have the class and the membership, so that they can be supported while they're walking in their grief.
I love it. I love it. Because a lot of times we get people who write on subject matter, but aren't necessarily subject matter experts. And so what I absolutely love is that you didn't just write about something because you lived it. You do this professionally. And you help others to go through their process of pain and grief. And, you know, whatever that looks like for them, you individualize it and you make them feel like, you know what, it's okay to be wherever I am.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love it. So season 2 is all about, what do you wish somebody would have told you about publishing? Now, I know that's a loaded question, but we're going to tackle it anyway.
Well, I wish someone would have told me that it really is hard work, that you have to really schedule your time. You can't just say, I'm going to write this book and it's going to be done by June. No, you need to take your time. You need to put it on your calendar and say, these are my writing times each week, and stick to it. The thing is, when you stick to it, that's an obligation to yourself. And when you don't stick to it, you got to reschedule that time, because it's important that you keep that time. So I wish somebody would have told me, sure, you just can't pick up a notebook and just be writing. That don't work. You got to schedule that thing like you do anything else, whether it's a doctor's appointment, whether it's a dentist appointment, or whatever. And so scheduling that time is so important. If you don't, you can lose track. You can get off. So I wish somebody would have told me that, because I didn't really know.
And, you know, I'm glad you said that, because that's one of the things I preach all the time. Schedule your writing time, because if it's important, you'll schedule it. You know, we schedule everything else, but what it takes to accomplish our goals. You know, a lot of us, like you said, we say, okay, I'm gonna write this book and get it done. And it still ain't done. Someday has never come.
Yes, I like that.
Because we didn't prioritize it. You know, books don't write themselves. You have to work for it, and you have to be realistic with your time. I think sometimes we get over ambitious because we want to get something done, but we don't realize what it actually takes to get it done. And so that's really important. So Miss Nia, what have you learned about publishing your book?
Well, first, I had to write in the book a lot because you helped me go through it. So thank you. And I used all of my creativity to make this book at first. But now I'm making my second book where I used my creativity and imagination.
Okay.
So what would you say to a child who is saying, you know what, I want to write a book just like Nia? How would you encourage them to start?
I would encourage them to believe and to tend to
Camera.
I would encourage and to believe in children to write their books because it's their passion and their dream. So you can follow your dream.
Okay.
That is amazing. So all of you junior writers out there who say, I want to write a book, Miss Nia has just given you a mouthful of advice. Believe in yourself and follow your dreams. Parents, listen to Miss Nia. Let them babies follow their dreams.
Yes.
It's not about what you think it should be. Let their creativity just blossom, right? Mm-hmm. So Nia, we are almost finished with your second book, right? Is there anything you want to share about that one, or you want to wait?
I'll share it right now.
Okay, you want to share just a little bit?
Okay.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, right. just a little.
Okay.
Okay. So my book is about freedom and balance.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of violence in the world. We hear it every day on the news. So I wrote a book to change that and make other people happy.
Okay.
Awesome. I love it. So Nia also joined our summer program, which was Perry's Junior Book Club, which we rebranded and relaunched our children's writing program. And I was so excited when her mom signed her up again. I was like, yes, I got my baby back. And so it was amazing. And so Nia, you are definitely a joy to work with. I thank you for trusting me with your creativity and trusting me to help you get your book out. I know that it's something that's very dear to your heart and you are passionate about it. So I thank you for allowing me to help you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie. You're welcome.
That warms my heart.
Oh.
Oh, man, too, girl.
Oh, let me ask you this. Have you guys thought about writing a book together?
We have not. We've not even ever had that discussion.
Really? I'm going to challenge you guys to do that.
Okay.
I think it would be amazing because you got mom's perspective and then you got with Nia being older. I think it would work. Okay, Nia.
Let's do it.
Challenge accepted.
Boom, boom.
Bam.
Love it. Listen, that's how it's done, you guys. That's how it's done. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. Okay. So you guys stay on the lookout for this mother and daughter duo with their first joint book.
All right.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, you guys. So is there anything else you want to tell the audience?
Anything else?
I sure will.
Okay, go ahead.
How can they purchase your book?
You guys can purchase this book and my second book if it's going to be on Amazon. So first, you're going to order this book because there's a lot of good stuff on it. Where it says here, there, and everywhere. The story of missing things.
Lost things.
Oh, Lost Things. Okay, thank you. And it's named by Nia Barnes.
So what can they buy the book, Nia?
On Amazon.
Amazon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where all the other books are. 100 worldwide.
Okay. You can also pick up her mom's books on Amazon as well. You can just search Cherie Barnes and all of my books, all of the collections will come up.
Don't forget Mommy.
Don't forget Mommy. Okay, thank you.
I love it. I love it. So do you guys have any closing words for our audience out there to get them started? Go ahead, Nia.
If you want to write your book like me, you gotta be kind, show love, show love to others when they need it, and always make sure to love people that you care about.
Oh, that's so sweet.
My final remarks are, if you are looking for someone who believes in you, someone who will push you, someone who has your best interest at heart, and someone who will pray over you and your book project, you want to connect with Miss Chantea and Relentless Publishing House so that she can take your dream and make it a reality.
Thank you guys so much. Listen, I have awesomely enjoyed the both of you, and I'm looking forward to that mother-daughter book now.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't leave us hanging.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, we have announced it live, so that means we're all waiting in expectation.
We have to do it.
Hang with us.
So it has been a pleasure to have you guys on this Get Your Right On podcast. I'm so excited to have you guys included in season 2. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on today. All right, you guys. So we have some more information for you guys. We have a couple of products that we want to share with you. The first one is our aspiring author kit. So this particular kit is for those authors who need help getting the book out of their head and into their hand. So it walks you through the writing process from idea creation to outlining to draft, all the way to getting your book written. It helps you with marketing information. It helps you set realistic financial goals. It helps you to set a timeline and to schedule your writing, as Cherie was telling us earlier. And along with this kit also comes with a free 30-minute strategy session with me, so we can talk about your book. We can I can let you know, okay, if this what you're wanting to do is actually something that you need to pursue in publishing, or is it something that maybe you just need to blog. One thing I don't believe in is that everybody should write a book. Some of us just need to have a blog to get it out of us, and I will never allow you to waste your money on something that's not going to have an investment on your return. So if you are an inspiring author who needs help in getting started, and maybe you're not quite ready to make the investment into a publishing package, this is the first start for you. This kit was designed just for you in mind. All right, so go ahead, go to the website relentlesspublishing.com and go ahead and pick it up on today. The next product we have is our very first group coaching program called the Authors Roundtable. I am so excited to get started on this. So this actually starts in January and it runs through June. So it is a 6-month group coaching program. We will meet bi-weekly on Monday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It comes with an aspiring author kit. It comes with a publishing package. You can get the full service or the children's book package. It comes with 25 free copies of your book. You get 100 postcards, and then you get to be interviewed on the Get Your Right On podcast. So if you are one of those authors that needs accountability, that needs a little more handheld as you go through the process, who can benefit from writing sessions and peer critique, you can read what you have written and get live feedback from me and your peers. If you need that count of accountability, you need a coach to kind of help you along the way, this is the program for you. It is 6 months of group coaching to help you write your book and publish it. So you can take the whole 6 months to write your book and then start the publishing process, or you can finish writing your book before the 6 months is up and start your publishing process as well. So like I said, again, we start January the 10th. Now you will have homework to do prior to our first meeting. And listen, when I tell you we're going to hit the ground running in January, we're going to hit the ground running. So the total investment is $3,000. You can pay a $300 deposit, and the balance you will get an invoice, which must be paid by 12/31. Because when January gets here, we're not dealing with any payments. All we're going to do is work. All right. So our first session of the month will always be our group coaching session. And then our second session of the month is our 60-minute writing session. Okay, so you can ask questions about your manuscript, use that time as your dedicated writing time in addition to your other writing time that's already scheduled. Again, like I said, get feedback to what you're working on. If you got writer's block and you're stuck, we can walk through that process. So this is the program for you if you need that type of accountability to help you get it done. This program is not necessarily for aspiring authors. It is for any author out there who says, you know what, I just need somebody to stay on me. I just need, just a little more attention as I go through this next book. Listen, this program is for you. So I am so excited for us to get started. And if you have any questions about this, you can always send us an email at info@relentlesspublishing.com, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. So again, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Get Your Right On podcast. This episode was sponsored by Greater Working Women Ministries, where they encourage, empower, and equip women to be greater. So this is Chantea Williams signing off. And as we say at Relentless, it is never too late to get your right on. So until the next episode, you guys have a wonderful day.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Get Your Right On podcast. Make sure to visit our website at www.relentlesspublishing.com. You can subscribe to our monthly mailing list, check out our publishing packages, and pick up our Aspiring Author Kit, which helps you get the book out of your head and into your hand. Don't forget to tell an aspiring author about our show and kindly leave us a review. Until next time, remember, it's never too late to get your right on.